Can you hear me? Hold on. Let me turn on my Switch real quick to see if it'll... There we go. Hold on. I probably should change the title of the stream. Give me 1 second. One sec. I forgot to change the title. Is it still working? It's working fine. Okay. I will change the title. No, that's not what I wanted. We back. We back, boys. I just didn't change the title before I did this. Like, give me a split second. Boy, oh boy, I would love to be able to change this title. What? Phone, I swear to G. Hold on. I'm also trying to take out my Joy-Cons. Alright. We good, boys? We good? There we go. I was playing Suika game a little bit earlier before I realized I could just stream today. And then I was like, yay. Also, is it working? It says it's, oh, no, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna change the title. My God, hold on. The audio don't need to be that loud, sweetheart. Like, please. It's still incredibly loud. Hold on. How do I turn down all volume? Because... Why is it so loud? Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't think that works. Whatever. It's like incredibly loud. Let me see. X for menu. It doesn't give me options. I'm gonna change the title. Oops. All right. There we go. It let me change the thing, and now it's good. Is the audio really, really loud for you guys? Like, for real, for real? Or is it fine? Maybe it's just loud on my side. Yay. It's not loud? I'm gonna turn my volume down then. I'm gonna adjust the desktop audio a little bit. Is that fine? It's fine? Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna just put it down to here. Because it's so loud for me. It's like blaring in my ears, but I also had my volume all the way up because that's how I play games. Where the button at so I can change it on my brother. Let me change this input so I can actually see the game. Hopefully it won't break everything. Yeah, boy, we did it. It didn't break things. Suika time, Suika game. It's fine. I've gotten like slightly better at this game. Only slightly better. This game is still incredibly hard, but at the same time, it's also still really fun. I've put in too much time into this game, is what I will say. I wish I would have played it for Christmas because they also had a Christmas version of it. It was really cute. I played it like once and I was like, this is adorable, but I didn't have time to play it. And then I also wanted to play Animal Crossing. I was like, I haven't played Animal Crossing in like 6 months. Let's give people something different because it's been a minute. I love how the music is really peaceful and nice, but at the same time, once you listen to it for too long, it becomes really bad. Okay. There we go. Ba-da. That's not why I wanted that. It's fine. Ooh, nice. But yeah, I have no idea what time the juice man's coming. He said 10, and it is almost 10:30 as we speak. So 10 may be turning into like 11, and I may be going to this party a lot later than I originally had anticipated, which is fine because like it is a New Year's party and New Year's parties start at like 11, I guess. Technically. I mean, they can. Peach. Love Peach. Ba ba do ba do. Do 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 do. Nice. They made a very like calming music, but it's also slightly infuriating after a little while. Oh please. I don't want to push you guys. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh no, the juice man's back. The juice man has returned. I can hear him coming through the door. Which means I'm gonna have to go probably before I even finish this game, sadly to say. Juice man. Juice man is so tired. Do you still want to go to the party? No? Okay. I'll play Suika game for a bit then. Yeah, we're no longer going to the party. Which makes sense. Because, like, I didn't realize you were staying so late. The juice man is definitely resting. He's very tired. He's been gone since, like, 10 this morning, so... It's been, like, a solid 12-hour shift. Which is rough. Holy shit. Yeah. That's how I felt about it too. I was like, I didn't realize he was going to be working the whole time today. Or like, from like 10 to 10, essentially. Hope he rests well. He's laid out. Just on the bed. Just absolutely laid out. About to go to sleep. I don't know why I put that over there. Oh god. I mean, I can play Suika game until the new year. I feel like that'd be fine. I'll play Suika game until New Year's. Why not? Yes. You just want to see me play this game for several hours. Honestly, I will say it is a very, like, calming game to watch, not to play. To watch, yes, it's very fun. But to play, it's like a fresh hell. But yeah, I was playing this earlier, so, you know, this is like norm for me. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. There we go. I'm probably gonna have to turn that music all the way down in a few minutes because it is going to get on my nerves. But yeah, I'm gonna try to play a new game for my birthday because I want to. It's my birthday. I can play what I want. We're gonna play something we've never played before and something I know nothing about. So look forward to that on Thursday. Probably around like, I don't know what time actually. Probably around like 5-ish. Because I'm supposed to be going to lunch with my parents. And then, what game? It's a Pokemon game. I'll say that. I won't say what Pokemon game, but I'll say it's a Pokemon game.
It's Scarlet and Violet.
It is not Scarlet and Violet. I mean, I would play Scarlet and Violet on stream, but hear me out. I just started playing the DLC, and honestly, I really like the DLC, and it's very fun. But I also feel like if I'm gonna stream it, I would have to start from the beginning. And that's just because you guys wouldn't know what the fuck would go on. You would be so confused as to what was happening unless you knew what happened in the game. because there's so much information and stuff that, like, you need to know. My God. Just thank you. Thank you. Melon. Love that. I'm pretty sure I know which game it is. Which game do you think it is, JJ Rocket? But yeah, I'm very excited to play it because I've never played it. I've heard a lot of people talk about it before, and I've always wanted to play it. Mostly because I knew nothing about it. That's the reason why I wanted to play it. Small melon. Yes, it's a regular melon. We're going for that watermelon, though, which is incredibly hard after this. I've only gotten watermelon once, so, you know. No pressure. However, this is a no-thinking game, I feel. Or maybe, do people strategize for this game?
Yes.
That's fair. Because people do get, like, up to... I've seen people get, like... I think the top-ranking peoples have, like... Let me see what their ranking is. So, the daily ranking... The top daily ranking is 7,591. And honestly, can't relate. The top monthly ranking is 7,591 as well. The overall ranking is up to 18,000. How? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I can barely get past 2,000. Brain, no thoughts, y'all. Not a single thought in this head. Touch, please. Yes, yes. Okay, that's good. These are good things. This is like actually really good. Just put these here. Don't know where to put these. Oh no. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Okay, that's good. Oh god. Please do not drop that at all. Oh my god. I don't want it. Oh my god. I don't want to drop the things right down. Pokemon Sword and Shield are out of the question. Yeah. But hear me out. Hear me out. I do want to play Sword and Shield on stream. I would definitely do a new game. It would just be really, really tedious.
And then Hop's gonna be all like, "Oh, dude, do you know what a Pokemon is?" And then you're like, "Yes, I know."
And then he's like, "Let me challenge you."
Pokemon is this little guy?
And he's
Do
gonna
you
be
know what a little guy is? Wow, I can't wait to be a Pokemon master. You're gonna be a Pokemon master too. I like Pokemon. Let's battle.
Is this
like Pokemon.
Is this what you think Hop is?
That's what Hop is. I guess he's British, so you know what Pokemon is.
I mean, I guess that's fair. So you still said you needed to complete the Pokedex during one of your streams. Yeah, I should do that for that game, because I have not done that for that game. I need to finish the Pokedex for Scarlet and Violet, too. God, I'll get to that. And we'll do shiny hunting when I do that. Because I do want to hunt for shinies. I got my first shiny in Scarlet and Violet DLC the other day, and I was so happy I screamed. And Juice was very concerned at first. And I was like, "It's a shiny!" I was like, "Ah!" It's like... Because, like, I've only seen shinies twice in the game. And so, like, for real, it was a miracle. It was a Christmas miracle. And it was also, like, within, like, the first hour of me playing the game. I was just like, that's amazing. I found a shiny, and I just started this area. That's great for me. And thank you, Juice, for subscribing. I did not hear the notification sound, but, you know. Thank you. Thank you, Juice Man.
Well, damn, Jackie, I don't control the notification volume.
I know you don't control the notification, but I feel like it's probably either Twitch that fucked up, or it's literally Suika Game has taken over everything. And true. Yeah. And I was the one who reminded you of it and capturing Pokemon in DLC 1 and 2. True. I do want to get into DLC Part 2. I haven't started it. I just finished Part 1 today because I was like, I'm gonna finish this. And that was like what I was doing before I decided to stream. I was like, I'm gonna finish part 1. And then I did, and I was just like, I want to start part 2, but also there's so many other Pokemon. But at the same time, I think the Pokedex is the same for both DLCs, if I'm not mistaken. So I could always just go to the other place. Hello, Juice. Hello, Chat Juice, and hello, Real Juice in real life. Hi. What do I do with you? Probably not that. Yeah, sure. This works. Oh, man. Oh, well. Ba-do-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-da-doo. I don't know what to do. Oh, God. This game stresses me out.
This bitch.
Oh, are you kidding? This shit. Alright. Can you touch? Thank you. I was about to be like, please. Please. Oh, can you please, both of you, like, just get a little bit closer for me, please. Like, I would really appreciate it. Dang it. They got a little too close to the sun. They flew a little too close to the sun. But it's my top monthly ranking, so it's pretty good. Hello, Juicy Juice. The Juice Company. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Pokemon Arceus, Detective Pikachu. Hear me out. I was thinking about getting Detective Pikachu for my Switch, and I did not. Mostly because, like, when I saw it, I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. Because, like, I kind of want to play the version that's on the 3DS. Do you have that version?
What?
Detective Pikachu.
No.
Okay.
I have Pokemon Art Academy.
Pokemon Art Academy?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Snap are the choices. Understandable. Unless you got a 3DS capture card. I do not have a 3DS capture card. I could probably get one, but I do not. I heard Diamond and Pearl was not the best. Are you talking about the original or the the remake? I'm gonna assume you're talking about the remakes, because we played those, the Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl ones, and they weren't the best. they were okay. They were just okay. Oh no, Detective Pikachu. Oh, the new one. Oh, that's upsetting, is what that is. That's really upsetting. Because, like, I really am, like, through and through, I am a big fan of Pikachu. And I have always have been, apparently, since I was, like, a baby. Because I think when I was, like, 3 or 4 years old, I had a Pokemon party. And I don't remember this, y'all. I don't remember any of this. But I have some really, really old Pokemon plushes. Like, I'm talking, like, they are official merch. But they are so old. And they look like they're so tiny. They're like, they fit in the palm of my hand. That's how tiny they are. I have no idea who gave me these. I don't know where they came from, but one of them is like the little chonky Pikachu. Like the very, very chonky Pikachu, like the OG Pikachu, which is fantastic. And I have him. He's on my shelf with all my other Pikachu plushes. And I also have a chonky little Squirtle. And I found him when we were cleaning out, like, the patio of my parents' house a few months ago, or, like 6 months or more ago. And honestly, when I found him, I'm like, little guy, you're gonna stay with me. You're gonna be on the shelf for an eternity, my guy. He was in really good condition, surprisingly, because the back room in our house had a lot of water problems. Huh?
The back room?
No.
Oh,
we call our patio area the back room. I don't know why we call it that. I guess it's just because it's like
it's the, room,
the back room, essentially. But we also call the den the back room as well. So I usually call one part of it the back room, and then the other one is the back room.
The back rooms?
The back rooms. Oh, Detective Pikachu. I heard the new one was awful. Oh, man.
Old one's bad, new one's bad.
All of them bad. Also, Pokken Tournament is one of the choices. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I don't well, I wouldn't say I wouldn't play that game. I don't know enough about it to be out here, like, trying to play it, you know? Does that make sense? Because, like, I'm really bad at fighting games, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, soups bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I played, what game was it we played the other day? On Tuesday. I don't remember the name of the game.
Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah, Soul Calibur.
I mean, you won a couple. You won more times than I did.
I did beat Juice a few times, which was surprising because I was just button mashing, but it was pretty funny. But I'm not really good at that because I feel like I would have to memorize too many combos, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this brain was not made for memorizing.
This brain was made for walking.
This brain was made for the bare minimum.
This brain was made for the bear.
The bear. Just a bear.
This brain, bear.
Bear? Well, that's not gonna get there. Get there, please. Okay. But yeah, I'm very excited to play Pokemons. I really like Pokemon. Hear me out. I've played about like 5 Pokemon games. 6, I think now. If I'm doing math right. I don't know if the math is mathing there, but like I haven't played a lot of Pokemon games over the years. And that's just because, see, before now, I was not a gamer girl. And that's just because I didn't have consoles.
A girl and a gamer?
I was not a gamer girl in the past. And that's just because the only console I ever had growing up was like, we had a Nintendo 64 when I was a little kid. And then that was the only one I had for a very long time. And then I got a Nintendo DS. And then after that, that was the first and only thing I had for like a bit over a decade. It was a very long time. What about mobile games? Okay, hear me out. In that case, I was a gamer. If we're talking about mobile games, I'm talking like rhythm games, gacha games, dating sims. I had that shit on lock. I played probably almost every dating sim, rhythm game, and or anything else that was like available to me when I did have a phone that could be able to do that.
That's
because
right. This week we'll be playing Pokemon Rhythm.
Pokemon Rhythm? God, I wish there was actually a rhythm game for Pokemon. I honestly would be all about that. That would be the new thing I would play, like, all the time. But what was I gonna say? But no, like, I used to play a bunch of games on my phone whenever I had a phone that could do that, because
Playing games.
I didn't always have a smartphone, you know? Back in the day, I had, like, one of the little slider phones. Like, the ones that, like, slide up on the side, and then you have to, like, text with the tiniest fucking buttons. I had one of those back in the day. It was honestly surprising that it worked. But, you know. It was a very cheap phone. But I liked it. I liked it because the buttons all glowed in, like, pink, and I liked that a lot. Oh, but what I was going to say was that, yeah, other than, like, that, I did not play mini games on, like, consoles and stuff. It wasn't until I got a bit older. Like, I think I got my first DS in middle school, and then I didn't get a Nintendo Switch until, like, 2020. So, like, well over 10 years. Mobile games can make you a gamer. True.
Oh, you're a gamer? Name one game.
Mystic Messenger.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's on me. I set the bar too low.
You set the bar way too low, buddy. Go. Please go. Thank you. Alright. But yeah, I don't know. I've been, like, getting more into, like, computer games and stuff like that lately. Or I've been trying to. I've been trying to, like, play games that I'm not used to playing, like, in my free time. Sometimes, not always, but yes. Okay. I need to make another pineapple.
Apple, pineapple.
Get up there. Boop, boop. Oh god. Not what I wanted. But yeah, like, I used to play a lot of dating sims. I don't remember a lot of the ones I played by name, but if it was any of the Ikemen series ones, I played those a lot. Ikemen. Pikmin? No, not Pikmin.
The Pikmin series?
Not the Pikmin series. The Pikmin dating games, no. No.
Like
The Pikmins are
Red
like...
Pikmin, I love you, and Red Pikmin's like...
Pikmin. Yeah. That's all he says is Pikmin. Man's like, why am I here? Just to suffer.
Why am I here? Just to...
But yeah, I can't remember. Let me see what some of the other games I used to play.
I don't remember.
Because I feel like I've played a lot of dating sims and stuff. I've also played some BL games in the past. And present. Occasionally. But, like, I don't play them as much as I used to. Because I feel like my obsession with some of them has died down. My hyperfixation on things has changed over time. Which is both good and bad at the same time. I feel like I used to hyperfixate on things a lot more in the past. Which is... I don't know if that's actually good or not, because, like, real talk, is hyperfixating on things healthy? Because, like, I don't think it's healthy, right?
I don't think it's a matter of health. I think it's just the thing people do.
But, like, is it okay to hyperfixate on something for a period of time?
I mean, as long as you're happy and healthy and not infringing on anyone else's happy and healthy.
That's fair. I hadn't considered. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I used to hyperfixate on things, like, a lot. I'm not as bad as I used to be. Which is, I guess, good. Like, it's pretty okay. Please touch each other. Please. Oh my god. They're gonna touch instead. It's okay. It's fine. I just have to keep making fruit. I just have to keep it going. Okay. Touch. Touch. Oh my god.
Touch.
It won't touch each other. No. 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 Suika game, why have you failed me?
Why must you fail me so often?
Ugh. But yeah. Also, Fizzy, I think I was telling you about a K-drama like a week or so ago. And like, I think I was talking to you about the K-drama that I was watching. I finished it. It ended in a way that I was not expecting. Is all I will say. It ended surprisingly, which was, yeah, interesting to say the least. I mean, as long as you're not sacrificing other people's lives and such for objects of your hyperfixation, that's fair. And I'm not. I'm just out here hyperfixating on things as per usual. And also not like sacrificing your own life stuff too, yeah. Unless you're in a cult and then sacrifice people. No, Jews, you don't sacrifice people. No.
You don't sacrifice people.
Why are you sacrificing people?
Money.
Wait, what?
Money.
Why are you getting money for that?
I get paid to kill people.
I get paid per person I kill.
Yeah.
It's like $2 per person. Do not sacrifice people. Surprisingly, in a good way or a bad way. It's a middle ground surprise. It's not a good surprise. It was more of a, I didn't expect that person to be the killer kind of surprise, you know? Like, it was one of those things where it was like right in front of me the whole time, and like throughout the entire K-drama I suspected it was that person. But at the same time, every step of the way, I kept doubting myself. And I'd be like, is it that guy? Is it not actually that guy? And then he would do something to like give himself an alibi or like something along those lines. And I would just be like, okay, it's not that guy. And then I had to move on from that. But then it turned out to be that person. And I was just like, what? And when the reveal happens, it's just like, what? You just have to sit there and just be like, Well, that happened, I guess. Cool. I wasn't thinking it was you, buddy, but it was actually you, buddy. And also the way that they, like, resolved all the issues was absolutely insane. Like,
Have you done the event yet?
I did the first 2 parts.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. And I decided to play this while I was waiting for you to come, and then the stream crashed. And now here we are.
Hilarious.
And now we're playing Suika game until the new year. That's where we're at now. But yeah, like, it was a very insane, it's called Behind Your Touch. It was a very insane ending. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, was it worth watching all the episodes? Yeah, it was a pretty good ending.
Was it worth it? Let me work it and find
Like,
out.
it was a very interesting ending. I really enjoyed some aspects of it because they kept, like, every step of the way, they'd be like, yeah, we found this new clue, and then, like, all of their plans would be foiled, and then it'd be like, who could this person be? And then it just went on for a long time. But then when it actually did reveal the guy, I was like, neat. Also, still surprising, but neat nonetheless. But, insane all the way throughout, but very fun, I will say. It was a very interesting K-drama. Very different from usual K-dramas, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm here for a change for, like, K-dramas occasionally. Mostly because they usually follow, like, the same, K-drama formula. Like, I don't know how to put it, but, like, every K-drama has the same kind of, like, setup. Where they're like, yeah, let me introduce you to these characters. And then we're gonna build a relationship with these characters. And then gradually get to know them. And then tragedy strikes. And then there's, like, some kind of conflict we have to deal with. And so on and so forth. And
It
then
just sounds like every story.
yeah, but, like, then the drama aspects kick in where you find out that so-and-so's mother was actually the evil lady all along, or...
Yeah, that's every story.
It can be. It just depends on the K-drama, because some K-dramas have different twists. Every K-drama's a little different.
I would hope so.
Oh, yeah, no. Like,
Every K-drama is the same.
every K-drama's the same.
Yep. The same.
Hello, CZ. Remember book club organization meeting tomorrow? Oh, yeah. I saw the message in the Discord. I did not respond mostly because I was streaming. But I did see message.
Excuses.
What do you mean excuses? I was live.
I was
alive. I was alive, you see.
They're alive.
Last night, Zeus and I went to the zoo because our zoo has, like, this thing where they, like, have a bunch of Christmas lights and you can go to the zoo at night, which is a very interesting experience. And so we went and the little kids were absolutely on some shit. They were so unhinged the entire night. It was so funny. There was just, like, one moment where we went to go see these little, I think, what were they, bobcats or something? I can't remember what animal it was, but they were, like, tiny little cats. And, like, some of the kids just, their response was, they're alive! Like, they were just like, oh my god, they're alive! And I was just sitting there like, kids, you're coming to the zoo. Do you think they're gonna be dead for some reason? It's the zoo! It was really funny, though. Like, I laughed really hard when I heard that, because I was just like, imagine coming to the zoo and then the animals are, for some reason, just dead. Like, how do you explain? Every K-drama begins with K. Yeah, pretty much. What was that, a sparkler or something? What was that sound? It sounded crunchy.
That was some really crunchy fireworks.
It was really crunchy fireworks, y'all. Just a zoo of dead animals. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I would be so sad. I would have cried as a kid. But, like, the children being like, they're alive. There was also a bunch of other unhinged things that they said. I can't remember some of it, but it was truly unhinged.
One of them was like, you
I don't believe that happened, actually.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Because you would make up something like that. You would say that a child said, "You are my special" from Jujutsu Kaisen suddenly, and I'd be like, "Really?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, absolutely." And then I would believe you, and then I would be a fool.
Yeah, but that happened.
Did it really?
Yeah.
A kid was like, "You're my special" from the Jujutsu Kaisen opening?
I mean, he didn't say from the Jujutsu Kaisen.
But he was just like, "You're my special."
You are my special from the Jujutsu Kaisen opening.
Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the opening song starts off the song with "You are my special," and then it just goes into boom, wow, wow, wow. It's really funny.
You are my special
You
from the Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. That's the explanation. It just starts off with "You are my special"
From the Jujutsu Kaisen opening.
from the Jujutsu Kaisen. That's exactly how it goes. But yeah, what a special time to be at the zoo. They need to chill. What a special time to be at the zoo where the kids are like, they're alive and whatnot. But yeah, the people at the zoo were nice though. And the animals were chill. They were mostly sleeping. Except for like a couple of birds. We saw some birds. A bird told us hello. It was a nice time. But yeah, we were vibing mostly. But yeah, that's how my yesterday went. And I also went to go get my hair done. I had a nice little time. Go down. Yeah, pineapples. Oh my god, please. Please. Please touch. Please. Please. Oh my god, please. 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 Oh my god. Oh, they refuse to touch each other. This is stupid. Alright. Shoot. Now those are stuck. Oh no. This is upsetting. Please. Please. Move, you weirdo. Oh my god. Also, I'm really happy I have on headphones on because I would be really scared of the fireworks outside. I don't like loud noises.
How can you hear them?
I still have one ear out because, listen, when I'm by myself in this house, I don't like having headphones fully on because I know you. And I know that you would sneak up behind me and scare me.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Also, on a side note, I don't want somebody just popping up in the house randomly and be like, "Hey, yo, what up?" And I'd be like, "What the who the fuck are you?" You know?
You know, that's fair.
Yeah. They're moving. They're moving. Melon. Alright. Now the easy part's been done. The hard part begins. Alright. Happy New Year's, Fizzy. You're an hour before us, but Happy New Year's. I randomly hear someone scream, "Happy New Year!" and followed by fireworks. Oh god. It's a normal occurrence. We still have like one more hour here. So like, I'll hear a bunch more fireworks in about an hour. The new year is here. It is New Year's.
This is unfair. Fizzy's in 2024 and
we're in the past.
We're so 2000 and late.
We are 2000 and late. That shit scared me for a second. Understandable. I don't like loud noises. And now Himeru is reading me my fortune slips. Ooh. You get a little fortune? Also, there are fireworks outside. Yeah, I don't like fireworks at all.
Fireworks?
Oh, never mind.
I sure hope it does.
Because, like, fireworks are loud. I used to like them a lot when I was a kid, and I would, like, play with some of them when I was younger, but then, like, as I've gotten older, I'm just like, I don't like this anymore, y'all. This is no longer fun for me. Being outside, popping fireworks for hours. Oh, that was a big one. I heard that. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Scubba-dee-ba. What am I doing? Oh yeah, put this here. Okay. Put you there.
Like what you see, boys.
Alright. Okay. God. This is so... Go down. Thank you. This is not going to work out for me. But it's okay. I tried. Keep it going. Keep it going. Please keep it going. Thank you. Okay.
You know we gotta keep it going. Keep it going.
Oh. Same. Hate loud noises. I get headaches from my sensitive ears due to loud noises. See, I'm not sure why I don't like loud noises. I think it's just because I just don't like when people... I'm somewhere between... I just don't like when people, like, shout or, like, are loud in any capacity.
But you know you make me want to shout.
But like fireworks and like popping balloons and like all of that stuff scares me. It is incredibly scary to me. Like when I go into places like Party City, I am like steps away from having a panic attack, and that's why I don't go in there anymore. It's not fun. Oh my god, Himura did...
I need different birthday plans for you then.
To go to... Yeah, we just go to the...
We were just gonna sit in Party City all day.
Babe, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you did that to me, I would break up with you, honestly. Like, I would absolutely break up with you over something like that. Mostly because it's like, you know that I don't like loud noises at all.
It's true.
Oh my god, he married did read me my fortune slip, and he's in a bunny costume. Pixar, it didn't happen. I need to see this. Since I am not playing the game right now, I need visuals. Visuals or it didn't happen. Also, we still need to finish watching what's it called? Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
We haven't gone back to watching Scott Pilgrim versus the world or what have you.
Universe.
I was thinking the universe too. I was like, that's not right.
The freaking Scott Pilgrim versus Steven Universe.
Yeah, Steven Universe specifically. There, you sent it. Let me see this bunny costume. Oh, he looks so cute. Honestly, this outfit is like really pretty. That's a really nice outfit. That's a really good outfit right there. That's a good outfit. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Oh my god, I don't know why I've like boned myself. Oh well. Oh. I wonder how people strategize for this game, because boy do I not know. Ain't got no thoughts in this head. Nary a thought.
You know how once you get like towards the end, you're like trying to get free?
Yee.
Do that in the beginning.
What do you mean?
That's what strategy is.
Hear me out. Easier said than done. Because at the very least, like with games like Tetris and stuff, at the very least you can like switch around a bunch of things and like have some form of control over it. This game is like the Wild West of like these types of games. Where you don't really get many options. You just kind of have to roll with it. And honestly, it's awful. And I kind of hate it. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I could actually meticulously plan things, I would try to. But, like, bruh, ain't gonna happen right now. Please touch, please. Like, for the love of all that is holy, just touch each other just a little bit. Like, scooch over. Just a smidge. Thank you. Jesus Christ. It's, like, so frustrating sometimes. I'm just like, I just want them to touch. Just a little bit. just a little bit. All you gotta do. Get this big man out of here. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Make another cantaloupe. There we go.
Oh, hey, it's Young Lee's birthday.
Yeah, he gave us some stuff earlier. He was like,
how they give us things for their birthday.
Yeah, I mean, well,
they stupid.
I feel like most games do that actually.
They stupid.
Yeah, they usually give us stuff for their birthdays and stuff.
They stupid.
Actually, I remember in like Utsuno Prince-sama, for that game, they would actually give you a gift to give to the boys, and then they would respond, and it was so cute. You'd be able to give them a little gift, and then they'd be like, "Thank you so much for this," or respond however personality type they had depending on the character. But it was really cute, and I honestly really missed that game. Apparently, the Japanese version of the game has now shut down its server completely, which is so sad.
So now it's just no Prince-sama.
Yeah, the Utsuno Prince-sama Shining Live game is now completely shut down, and it is really sad. Every time we touch, I get this feeling of becoming bigger fruit. What? Yeah. The Japanese game shut down a few days before Christmas, if I remember straight. If not, I think it did shut down on Christmas, which is so fucked. Like, can't believe they did that to us. But yeah, but they are working on another game for Utsuno Prince-sama, and ideally it should have every character in the game, which is what a lot of people have wanted for a long time, including me, because boy do I want a game with all of the boys, because we didn't have that before. So now I think we're gonna have a full game with everybody in it, which is what I want. Because I also get to see more of the other boys that we don't usually see, which are usually the Heavens boys. Which I'm okay with. But I will miss Shining Live, and the merch still exists, and I will definitely get some if I ever see it in person. Which I've never seen it in person, so therefore, it'd be really hard to find, honestly. For real, it's really hard to find Utsuno Prince-sama merch in real life. Now, if only that game would come to NA. Yeah, I mean, more than likely, I'm not gonna lie, they probably will bring it to NA. Just because I don't think with Japan alone they could make enough money to be able to keep the game going. But, like, if it doesn't, hear me out, I'll just do what I did for Shining Live when it first came out. I'll just play on the Japanese server until it comes to America. And then I'll play on that one too. Multitasking. That's what I will do. But yeah, no, for real, like, that's what I did for, like, years before it came out, and I was just like, yep, I'm just gonna play on the Japanese account until I get something different, and then I lost my Japanese account, and I was so sad. I cried for hours. I was not okay. Like, it was really upsetting for me, because I was just like, there were certain cards and stuff that I had on there that, like, I think there was, like, one specific set of cards that I really loved from that, and I forgot what it's called. It was the very first Christmas event, and my best boy, who was Tokia, he was, like, the UR for that set, and it was him and Masato, I think. And I was lucky enough to accidentally get his UR card, and I was so happy. Like, I was so happy because it was, like, very early into me playing the game. And I got that, and I was so happy. And then I lost it when I lost my account, which made me so upset. Because what really made me mad was that when they adapted the game and they brought it to the US, shortly after the game came out in the US, after the initial banner for the Christmas banner, they eventually discontinued it. They no longer brought that set back because they had too many sets. And I was just like, that is so upsetting. So when I started to play on the American server, that set was no longer available to get. It was so upsetting, but it's still one of my favorite cards. Wait, actually, I could probably send you a picture of it, Fizzy, so you can see. But it's a really pretty card. Like, let me see what it's called. Because I can probably find it pretty easily. Let's see. Let's see if I can actually find this space. Wow, that was a very vague description, but I found it. What is this called? It was called Snow Stars Christmas, because I knew it was Stars something. I couldn't remember. It was, yeah, I knew it was Snow Star, and I couldn't remember. I looked it up in a very vague way. I don't remember. I'm gonna put this in the Discord so you can see it, Fizzy. But yeah, this is my favorite card. Hold on. I would have to show you like the other picture if I could find it. Oh yeah, there's the other one. But it's such a pretty like image, and I love the coat and everything. It's so fancy and like regal in a way. It's still one of my favorites. It's so pretty. It's a sparkly card. I really love it a lot. I've never been able to find official merch of it in real life. And yeah, since it's such an old card at this point, it's like trying to find it would be hell. So gotta love that for me. But yeah, absolutely love that card. One of my favorites from the game entirely. I think that one, and then the one where they were like detectives, was really a good card. That was one of my other favorites. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I really liked. There were several other ones. I probably have screenshots of all of my favorites on my phone somewhere. Even if the server is defunct, I'd say keeping the server open is still a good thing. I agree, because like I would love to go back and look at like the songs and everything, as well as like the the art. Why did that fruit fall like that? That was new. That didn't happen before. But yeah, I would love to do that. Also, like since they ended the game around Christmas time, there's like a specific song they play for Christmas, and it's only played during Christmas, and it's one of my favorite songs. And so right before the game shut down, they changed the background music to that specific song for the game, and so like they got to hear it one last time before the game shut down, which is so sad. And they also released a bunch of official art of all the characters, like just together for Christmas, and it was really cute and wholesome, but also really sad because the game is no longer here. I mean, like even though they are working on the new game, I still feel really sad. I feel really sad that they had to shut down both of the servers, honestly. I didn't expect they would shut down the Japanese server, but I guess they are really not doing well financially right now, which makes a lot of sense. But truly sad, but it's okay. Like, at the very least, we're getting something new. Like, I'll take that over, like, absolutely nothing. As long as we're still getting some form of content, I will live. That's where I'm at. But yeah, like, I'm about it. What was I gonna say? I've also been thinking about rewatching the Ensemble Stars anime because it's been a minute since I've watched it. And there's a part of me that just wants to sit down and just like rewatch all of the episodes because the show is really funny. I also really want to know if they made a dub for that, because if they did, that would kill me. Like, that would be so funny. I mean, it makes sense. You'd be sad about it. You got attached to the game and the cards. I did. Also because it's from one of my favorite, like, idol animes as well. So, like, and it was the very first game that I've ever played for that franchise because for some unknown reason, I'm gonna assume it's because of localization and money, they have never brought any of the dating sim games to America. Like, none of the dating sims have ever been brought to America. So, like, trying to play any of those games is impossible unless you know full Japanese. If you know Japanese, you can play the games, like, easily. But, like, if you're like me and you don't know any Japanese, the only way you can do it, like, to play the game is if you... Because there are people who translate the entire game. And ideally, you can play the game. You just wouldn't know what they were saying. Wait, which dating sim? So, Utsuno Prince Sama is based off of a dating sim. So, like, the original game was a dating sim. It was a dating sim, and then they made it into an anime. The anime became a variety of other forms of media. I think there's a manga. There's also... There was the rhythm game. They've had several other games, like, that were mobile games outside of the rhythm game for Shining Live. But that was the only game that I was able to play. So, yeah. So for Utsuno Prince Sama, the original format was a dating sim. And I'm not going to lie to you, I really want to play that dating sim. Because honestly, the storyline in the games is completely different from the storyline in the anime. And I need that in my life. Weird that they didn't translate the dating sims. It is weird because, like, also what makes it even worse is that they've also remade the dating sims for the Nintendo Switch, right? They re-released them because they used to be on the PS Vita. And then they re-released them like a year or two ago for the Switch. And literally, they did not translate that game. They did not bring it to America whatsoever. They said, fuck us completely. Like, they said, fuck anybody who cannot understand Japanese. And honestly, that is upsetting. And I would be like, yeah, I could just buy the game and just have the game and, like, look at it on my Switch. But, like, where's the fun in that? Like, there's no fun in that. I also feel like if there was, like, an actual, like, translation for the, like, subtitles, I would have known. But no, because people talk about it all the time, and ideally there are people who, like, translate all the games and stuff. Because that's a thing that people have to do in order to play the game, which is really upsetting. But it's okay. They also haven't made a new dating sim in, like, over a decade, so I doubt if they're going to continue to make any other dating sims, which is so sad. Especially now that we have more boys, they could absolutely make a new dating sim. I don't think they are, though, because, like, I don't know. Well, actually, since the game is still, or the franchise is still really popular, I don't know what they're gonna do. Because, like, I know they just released a movie earlier this year, or last year in Japan, ideally. So, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they're working on a game, so I don't know if they're gonna do anything else besides the game. They also do, like, stage plays and stuff, too, but boy, do I not watch some of those, because there's just so many of them. That and also money. How am I going to watch it? I don't have the means to watch it. Also, they could really live stream these concerts and stuff. I'm just going to put that out there, because they do live performances for Utsuno Prince Sama, as they do for most idol-based anime series in general. But, like, they never be out here thinking about the international fans. Like, I will watch this concert with no subtitles. I do not care. Like, if I can pay, like, $40 to $50 just to watch a live stream, I would. 100%. I would absolutely pay money to watch a live stream. I do it all the time for K-pop, so it's not it's not anything new to me. But no, real talk, I would absolutely pay to, like, at least see the concert live. That would be great. But for some reason, they just don't like us international fans. They say we do not exist whatsoever, which is upsetting. I think Japanese game companies have a disdain for international gamers, but I don't really know why. Okay, so hear me out. You are correct. But also, there's so many dating sims that are on the Nintendo Switch that have been made with English subtitles. There's entire, like, there's, I forgot what the name of the company is. I think it's ASCII, like ASKY something, I can't remember how to say it. But that place, they make a bunch of dating sims, and they are localized. You can literally play an entire dating sim that came from Japan from this company. And there's tons of them. Like, there's tons. Like, there's more than, like, 10, probably like 20. Close to 20, I think. It's probably more than that than I know of. But honestly, They have tons of dating sims and like, or visual novels as well. And it's just like, those come to the Nintendo Switch like every day, but like this one game that's actually really popular internationally, surprisingly, nope. No, not at all. Don't want it. Don't want it to be anywhere besides Japan. Gotta love that. Only option is to learn Japanese and suffer. That's the option. Or suffer is the other option. Which to me is very dumb. Yeah. They like making their games Japanese exclusives. I think it also comes down to money, because I'm gonna assume that in order to sell your game in like international situations, like, or to international places, like, you have to pay money to have it in their markets, right? I'm gonna assume, because boy do I not know. I don't know anything about these things. Well, I know a little bit because I do work in the games industry technically, but I just don't work on that side of the game industry. So I don't know exactly how that works. I learn Japanese and get a VPN. Yeah, and you need money for servers. Yeah, you do need money for servers and stuff. But it's still dumb. It is. Because I don't know why, but I just think it'd be really simple to just get somebody to like localize the game and then like bring it to a broader audience rather than just keeping it in Japan. Because the thing is, it's like, if you know there's a demand for something, right? Ideally, you would think that people would be like, okay, there's a demand, so therefore we should probably, do something to kind of help with that demand, Like, maybe give them the thing they want, because why not? Because, like, I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's such a weird thing to gatekeep. Like, why are you, like... I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, logically speaking, but... It's what it's... There's not really much I can do. Which is sad. That's, like, the worst thing about it. It's like, yeah, I would love to be able to play this game at least once in my life, if possible. But also, like, is it going to cost me an arm and a leg to try to get it from Japan? Possibly. But it also costs me even more money to try to learn Japanese. Money and time to learn Japanese just to play a dating sim. Oh my god, Hanafuda and Ensemble Stars. Oh, that's cute. God, I love that. But yeah, I definitely do miss Shining Live. I miss it a lot. Like, I used to play it a lot when I was in college. I would play it all the time, like, whenever I was in between classes, because I was bored. I didn't have anything else to do, so I would just be like, I'm playing Shining Live in the middle of a hallway, like, sitting down, waiting for class to start, or whatever. And then people would walk up to me and be like, what are you playing? And I'd be like, oh, it's just the rhythm game. I would not explain anything to people because, honestly, I don't want to be judged by strangers, Not my cup of tea. I prefer not to be judged by strangers for liking 2D anime men. Especially if I don't know you. Like, I don't know. There was a lot of normal people that went to my college. I'm not saying they wouldn't have understood. It's just more so that I just didn't want to be judged based upon me playing a game of 2D idol men. Do 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 do. Oh, it wasn't Hanafuda. Oh, okay. But still kind of fun. Yeah. It's different. It's unique. But yeah, I really do miss Shining Live. I remember one time for like April Fools they had a I think they had a crossover with Ensemble Stars at one point. It was very funny because if you played both games, you would be able to interact with the characters from the other game. It was very cute. It was a very cute little crossover situation. Honestly, this just makes me want to go watch Uchino Prince. That's where I'm at now. I kind of just want to watch Utano Prince Sama now, which I have all the anime, so I could just go watch it. I'm not gonna right now because I'm live streaming, but you know, maybe tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on what happens. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know. Whenever I start thinking about the Idol Boys, I immediately get nostalgic. I immediately am just like, man, I miss them. I want to see them again. And then I just go watch the episodes or the songs or what have you. And then I cry for a bit. That's what it'd be like sometimes. Wait, what crossover? There was like an April Fool's crossover, like, God, it was some years ago. It was like 3 or more years ago, I think. But there was like a crossover where the boys of Utano Prince Sama and some of the boys of like Ensemble Stars like met each other. I don't remember how they met each other, but it was a weird little crossover that they did. Like, let me see if I can look it up. But yeah, there was a Ensemble Stars crossover with Utano Prince Sama some years ago. Yeah, there they are. And they got to wear like special little outfits. Yeah, it was 2019. It was the April Fool's celebration. And so like, yeah, I'll send you the picture. So you can see some of the boys who were in it. Because it was Trick Stars and let me see. I think random members of like the student council. Oh no, it's the entirety of Fine. It's all of the members of Fine. It's the student council entirely. But yeah, and then the Utano Prince Sama boys. But they got little special outfits in game. It was so cute. They gave them like special outfits that you can get for free, which was super cute. And ideally they got like an opportunity to like wear different outfits from the usual, which was so precious. I loved it so much. It was a very cute event. I think that's the only time they ever had a collab too. It was the first and only collab. I really wanted an Ensemble Stars A3 crossover. God, that would be such a fun time. Oh damn. Yeah. Just because I want to see Omi again. That is fair. I cannot blame you for that. I feel that, honestly. Whoop, you better get in there. Oh, no. These boys are too big. Dang it. Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that a lot. Man, I'm not gonna lie, like, whenever I watch any anime series that I really, really like, it just, not just the anime series itself, but also, like, everything about that show, it just really, it hit different. Like, I once watched this, idol anime called Suika, and I feel like not many people know this show, because, like, I don't think the show was very well known. Like, outside of people who are really into like idols and stuff like that. But it was a very interesting anime series because it was like a special project thing, and like all of the characters were based off of different seasonal holidays. I don't know how to explain it, but like every single month there was like a different festival or event in Japan, and so each character was like based off of a different like holiday, and so their personality and like their special abilities and stuff that they had, because some of the characters had superpowers, were like based off of the month of the year that they were based off of, which is really interesting because like one of the characters could see ghosts, and I think he was born in October. Also, his name, like each of the characters' names also reflects the month that they are. Like my best boy was Hajime and Hajime means start or begin, and it's because he was the representation of January, which is great. I love it so much. So like there's a lot of weirdness in this anime because of these 12 boys and I really liked it because they were like split apart into like two groups, and like I think the first half of the year was a group called like Six Gravity, and then the second half of the year was a group called Procelerum. And mind you, I didn't really like the names. I have no idea why the names were the names they were, but who cares? The songs were kind of good. Like, they were not my favorite Idol songs, but some of them, especially like the final song from the end of the show, hit different. It was a very good song. It was my favorite song, honestly. Mostly because there was like throughout the entire song, my favorite thing about the song was the fact that they snuck in little like Easter eggs of every character's name. So like throughout the entire song, from beginning to end, there was a reference to a different member's name. And I loved that so much. It was like my favorite part of the entire song. Lol. It was a very good anime though. I will say the first season was very good. Season 2 was bad. It was really bad. But it was also taken by a different studio, and they changed the entire vibe of the show. It went from being very silly and weird to being very serious, which was weird because, like, it's an idol anime. I don't know, man. I don't think idol animes are necessarily supposed to be serious, but I didn't really like season 2 as much. But season 1 was very funny and silly, and my best boy was Hajime, and he was like the dad of the group because he was one of the oldest, and he was also the leader of Six Gravity. And my favorite thing about him was just the fact that he was like, not only was he like a father figure to like the younger kids who were in his group, because like the age range was kind of like, I think some of the kids were in middle school, some of them were in high school, and I think ideally Hajime was like either 18 or 19 or something like that. He was either in college or on his way to college. But he was a really big sweetheart. I really liked him a lot. You'd be surprised by the latest ES main chapters, lol. Oh no, is it like a good surprise or a bad surprise, Fizzy? Like a happy little accident or like a bad accident? Like a mistake? Because there's a big difference. It got pretty serious. Oh. I mean, honestly, good on them. Because I feel like sometimes Ensemble Stars does get a bit serious. It just depends on the storyline. But it depends. It really depends. But yeah, I also really liked Hajime because he was in like a ship with the other leader of the other group. And it was really funny because the other leader was like madly in love with him. It was so funny because he was just like a big fanboy. And he has like a whole shrine dedicated to Hajime, and it's really funny. Ensemble Stars is a weird franchise. It is, but also really funny. It's a very funny franchise. I really like it, and the music's really good. I do like Ensemble Stars a lot. I haven't gone back to the game in a minute. I reopened it, and then I was just like, I immediately remembered how much effort and work I had to put it back into the game, and I was just like, I'll come back to this, and then I haven't come back to it yet. I will, though. But yeah, I really liked the fact that there were like some preset ships, which were very funny. Also, the other thing about this ship series that was really interesting is that there are girl counterparts of the boys that also exist in universe of the main boy characters as well. So there are girl versions of the main boys. They have the exact same personality types. They have the exact same, like, everything from top to bottom. The only difference is that they're not actually humans. They're gods. They are like goddesses from another world, or from the moon, essentially, because like everything in this series revolves around the moon, which is really complicated. What? Yeah. So there's like an episode in Tsukiyuta where the girl versions of the main boys, the 12 boys, have to come down to Earth and deal with a situation because due to various circumstances, they've lost their main source of power or something. And so in order to like resolve that, they have to go down to Earth and figure out what the hell is wrong. And along the way, they accidentally end up bumping into the male counterpart versions of themselves. And it's really funny because the male version of the person who is like really in love with Hajime. It's really funny because both the male version and the female version know that they're the same person. So they look at each other and they're like, we both love Hajime, right? And it's really funny. They just give each other a knowing glance. They're like, yep, we both were in love with that man, right? And then they're like, yep, carry on. And that's it. You just move on from that scene. And it's really funny. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a really funny show. I would suggest watching season 1 at least. Season 1 is really good. Season 2 is questionable. Season 2 is a weird season. They also have a version where they only have like adult characters, which I have never watched more than episode 1 of, because I watched the first episode, I saw Hajime, and I was like, oh my god, he's an adult now. Holy shit, that's crazy. And then after that, I didn't see Hajime anymore, and I said, that's it. And I left, and I no longer watched the episodes because I was just like, my interest is gone. But yeah, there were versions of themselves that were like moon goddesses, and they had to come down to Earth to deal with something to like give the moon back its power, and it was a whole situation. And then they figured out what was wrong, and everything worked out. The end. That's pretty much what happened. And it was a really interesting plot line because I was wondering how the boys and the girls would meet each other, because the girls were also idols in universe. Like, they both existed at the same time in the same universe, and they were both idols, but the girls were like goddesses. Meanwhile, the boys are just boys. They were just out here. Can you send me the name of the anime, please? I will. It is a really good anime. I would absolutely suggest watching it. It's really funny. It's a really, really funny anime. I sent it to Discord. But yeah, it's it's a really funny anime. I remember there was like one episode where it was like one of those episodes where it was supposed to be like, oh my god, it's a murder mystery. But it was so silly every step of the way, and my favorite part was when they finally found out who committed the crime, and then they just like cut to like end credits, and the credits were just like they were like, this character Hajime playing as Hajime, and then it kind of went through every boy that was in the thing, and they were like, directed by me, like produced by me. It was so silly. I absolutely loved that episode. It is by far my favorite episode of the entire series because it's so silly. Like, why was that an episode? It was so dumb, but it was also really funny. But yeah, it's a really interesting show, especially when you like incorporate the fact that some of the boys just have superpowers. Like, one of them can stop time. One of them can see ghosts. Like, these are just normal things to them, and I do not understand why. But not everybody has powers, which is also weird. But, you know, who cares? But, like, it was a whole project thing, which was really interesting. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it, honestly. But yeah, like, another good anime. What? Yeah, it's, like I said, it's a weird thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's a really weird series. And some characters have superpowers, some of them don't. Other characters are really normal people. The girl versions are goddesses, and the men are just men, except for the ones who have superpowers, and that's all I have to say. And, yeah, it's a really weird series. But at the end of the day, everybody's idols. That's it. That's all I have to say. At the end of the day, everybody's just an idol, and that's all they ever will be. It's so weird, though. It's a really weird one. Fizzy, I also feel like you would like, what's the name of that show? God, I'm blanking. There's like an anime where, dang it, what is it called? There's like an anime where it's an all-boys school and it's a musical anime. I don't remember the name of it for the life of me right now, but if I remember it later, I will text it to you. Idol anime really be jumping the shark constantly and not giving a shit. Listen, they said make a plot. They didn't say it had to make sense. They said create a story, and then they did. They said it didn't have to work. It didn't have to... We didn't have to have explanations. They did their little best, and then they said, that's it for me today. But I'm trying to remember the name of the show. God, I think... Oh, I know what it's called. And it's such a stupid name. Like, let me check to see if this is actually the name of it. Because I think that's the name of it. Because real talk, I think this is the name of the anime. And the reason why I couldn't remember the name of it is because it's such a normal name. So I think the anime I was thinking of is called Star Mew. It's called Star Mew. And the English title, I think, is High School Star Musical. I wish I was joking. It's like Ghost Stories, but not abridged. Yeah, absolutely. At all times, it is absolute nonsense. And there's no explanation for it. You just have to kind of live with that. You just have to live with the fact that that's like a thing. But I feel like you would like High School Star Musical just because of the fact that it's kind of like they decided to like mix together what I would say is like the essence of a K-drama with like a smidgen of idol anime, like just thrown in there. They just threw a little bit of K-drama, a little bit of idol anime, and then they made it a little gay. And by a little gay, I mean a lot gay for some reason. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went into that anime not realizing that these boys were gonna have feelings for each other. It was like, when I found out, I was just like, what? Bro, they almost called it High School Musical. I mean, I feel like they would have gotten sued, but they were like, no, High School Star Musical, because why not? It was an experience of an anime, is what I will say. But yeah, some of the characters are gay, some of the characters are not, and it is... But then there's certain characters that I feel like are gay, but they don't know. And that's the real issue. It's just like the entire like premise is like this guy, I forget his name because God, it's been like a minute since I've watched this anime, but like, I mean, they're in an all-boys school. Hear me out, Fizzy. When I started this anime, I did not realize they were in an all-boys school. I noticed that there was mostly men. I did not read into the fact that they were all in an all-boys school. Like, I think the first episode starts with, like, the main character getting a confession from, like, his roommate. And then he's just like, yeah, I like you too, man. Like, for real. That was, like, the first episode. It was really funny. I mean, you're gonna fall in love with people around you. Pain. Yeah, and then he had to live with that man for like a minute. Like they were part of a group. Like they still had to see each other at school. Instant pain. They had to stay together in the same like location and live there together. But like the main storyline is like this guy, I forget his name completely, but like Mans was like, I once saw a random guy performing in the middle of nowhere. I shit you not. He saw a man performing in a forest on like a stage, and he immediately, I kid you not, fell in love with this man, even though he does not know that, because ideally he was a small child. But he immediately caught feelings for this man, and he like disguises it as if he's like, I really became inspired by this person. I mean, you could also just become inspired by somebody, but my god, they did not depict that way in the anime whatsoever. They were just like, man's just gay. He's just gay. But they were just like, no, we can't just have that be like that. So they had to hide it behind him being like, actually, I fell in love with music and I wanted to become a part of this school's like music department specifically. And it was just like, okay. So he decided to come to the school and like become a part of the music department, and then he sees like the student council, which is like specifically in charge of the music department. For some reason they have a specific student council for that, and he sees them perform and he's immediately like, okay, I want to be like them, cool. And then he eventually meets the guy who inspired him to become to this school, to become an idol. And he doesn't know he's met the guy because ideally he sees him and he's like, I don't know if that's the same guy from like 5-10 years ago. It could be a different guy. It was the same guy. It doesn't matter. But it's just like, he sees this man and like, he's like, yeah, this guy's really, really good at dancing as well and singing and all this other stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm just like, all right, sir, sure. And it continues to get gayer. There's like a scene, I remember this. There was like a scene where, for whatever reason, I do not remember the reasoning for this, but like the main character has to go meet this man who has, I think, stopped being his coach because like he decided to not be his coach anymore for some reason or another. I do not remember the exact reasoning. It's been years. But like, he decided to stop being his coach. The reason why was because some bullshit, but it was mostly because like his brother was like the leader of like the student council, and he didn't want to get in his brother's way because he loves his brother, and he was like outcasted because of some bullshit that I don't remember, and it was a whole situation. But the point is that homeboy wanted him to come back, and he was like, no, I can't come back. The funniest thing was, it's like they staged this as if it was like a breakup. Like they staged this as if it was like them breaking up from each other. And it was the weirdest thing because homeboy came home and he broke down crying as if he was just broken up with. As if he just confessed his feelings and got his heart broken. And I was just sitting here like, my guy, you just talked to a man. Like, it wasn't that serious. Anime plot go brr. Like there was, listen, Fizzy, I can tell you with full confidence, I watched like one season of this anime. There was little to no plot. I feel like most people who watched this anime watched it for the boys and to see whether or not if the boys were going to end up in relationships with each other. And that was it. That was the main reason people watched this. And also the songs kind of slapped, I'm not gonna lie. However, I only watched season 1 of this. There were like 3 or 4 more seasons after that. I can't imagine how gayer it got. I cannot imagine. Like, ain't no way it did not get gayer than that. Oh my god. But no, that show, that was a show that I went into not expecting it to be gay, and then it was, because there's certain shows that I know it's going to be gay immediately, but like that was not one of them. I don't know why I didn't see the signs. I don't know how I managed to miss that completely, but it was very funny when I did figure it out, and I was just like, I mean, I came because it was like a musical, and I knew that going in, but boy, did I not expect gay. But I'm here for it now, you know? That's how, I swear. I swear. Why did, okay. I was, gay subplot, but it's the focus. Yeah, them becoming idols, irrelevant. The gay subplot, that's the main focus. But no, real talk, I don't know why that became like the main focus for the series, but they really just said, like, this started as an idol anime and is now mostly here for the gay subplots. I mean, I feel like a lot of people were here for the gay subplot, which is understandable, because I would have stayed for more of it, but it was so ridiculous to the point that I was just like, I can't be here with y'all. That, and also, like, the ship was kind of weird because, like, the main character was like 16, and, like, if I remember straight, the other guy was like 18. Like, he was closer to 20 is what I remember. He was like more closer to 20 than he was to like 16. And I was just like, like, if this man was a teenager when homeboy was like a child, that's a no for me. The gay agenda won again. It really did. It really did. Oh no, yeah, it's one of those. It's like, yeah, I'm okay with him admiring him, but for them to be together, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Don't want it. Yo, we have 6 more minutes. Well, I have 6 more minutes. I don't know about everybody else. It's either New Year's for y'all or not yet.
I have 20 more minutes.
How do you have 20? What time zone are you in? I'm not telling. Man's in another world, it seems. Oh. Oh. I didn't want that to go there. Also, the little grapes look like they're sticking out their little tongues, which is kind of rude. Can't believe they would do that to me. But yeah, I love when I go into a series not expecting it to be gay, and then it's very much gay. I'm just like, I mean, I'm here for this now. This is the one thing I got. It says you've got 6 more minutes on my end, too. Yeah. Juice talking about 20. Where you get 20 from, boy? How you get 20? From where? Also, why am I hungry again? I ate twice. Like, stomach, please. What is wrong with you? Do-dee-doo. I may get some eggnog when I in stream. I kind of want some nog. Gonna get some nog. Get some nog. Imagine going into Yadi-chin Bitch Club not knowing it's absolutely gay. Oh god, I don't remember how I got into Yadi-chin Bitch Club, but boy, did I went into it knowing it was going to be gay. And then it was a lot. It was a lot. That's it. That's all it was. It was a lot. Like, my god, it's not only gay, but god, they show a lot. They show a lot more than most, honestly, all yaoi anime or BL anime combined. It was a lot gayer. It was incredibly gayer, honestly. It was some next level gay, which I did not know was possible at the time. But it was. Honestly, I'm about it. I'm here for it. But, like, wow. Really good, though. Like, 10 out of 10. The few episodes of the anime that they did have that they could actually, like, make/show, good shit. I doubt if they'll ever make a full anime for it because I don't know how they would go about that. For real. Because they could never show that on television. They would not fly with Japan. Japan would not be okay with that. Even though they are the ones who created that entirely. I love the fact that Japan's just like, we don't like gay at all. But, like, also one of the largest creators of, like, any kind of gay anything. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. You know what sends me about that anime? The voice actor for Omi is in that anime. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah. Also, like, not from Shaolin Showdown. But no, what was I gonna say? You know, wait, Fizzy, did you watch Yuri on Ice? Because I was gonna say, like, one of the characters from Yuri on Ice, is also in that show. And when I found out, I was just like, man, I could never look at this child the same. Okay, you watched half of it. Do you remember Minami? The little, like, baby who had, like, orange hair with, like, the weird ketchup stain in his hair? That baby is in that anime, he plays the he plays the guy who's interested in the main guy, not the one that he has to be in the fake relationship with, but the guy who's like the pretty boy. He's in that. He's that guy. And when I found that out, I was just like, oh no, that's the baby. That's a whole baby. Like, that's the baby from Yuri on Ice. Like, he did a great job, but no, he's the baby. Yeah, he's also in there. There's a bunch of, like, well-known voice actors in there. I also love the fact that voice actors have to, like, hide the fact that they do some of them hide it. The fact that they do some of the yaoi or BL voice acting and stuff, which is so interesting to me. Because, like, some people will use, like, aliases and different, like names to hide that's their voice, even though it's very obvious sometimes. Like, I can obviously tell certain voices from others. Like, there's a lot of characters that I hear in a lot of drama CDs very often, and whenever I hear them, I'm like, hey, yo, it's that person again. It's that one guy. Oh, boy. But yeah, no, he's baby, and he's in that show, and honestly, I'm very glad he did not have to do any of the R-rated stuff, because God, that would have hurt me. Like, that would have been so bad. No. Aw. Big sad, but it's okay. Ugh, it's almost time. We got like a minute. It's almost time for New Year. Well, New Year's for me. New Year's for Fizzy happened like an hour ago. Beep, beep. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba-da. But yeah, a lot of big name voice actors do BL drama CDs, and I am so surprised whenever I hear them. Just say that it's more range and roles. Yeah. Also, Happy New Year! Yay! It's Happy New Year time. It's New Year. Happy New Year, Juice. Juice is trying to throw something at me. How dare you ring in the New Year in such a way? What is wrong with you? You big silly. Happy New Year! Yay! It's the new year. It's a new me. It's not a new me. Not yet, at least, I don't think. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to end stream here because I ended up streaming a lot longer than I originally had anticipated. Well, it's a new year for new anime. True. There's a lot of new anime that I haven't watched yet that I need to. Also, anime that I haven't caught up with from this year as well. God, there's so much to watch. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here, Fizzy. And everybody else who is not talking to me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Juice. Thank you for being here, too. You mean last year? This year? Last year? Yeah, I mean last year. Yeah, last year. Yeah, it's a new year. But yeah. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this weird stream, honestly, because we started out with Genshin and now we're at Suika game. The two moods, honestly. The two different moods. Oh, that shows up differently. I did not realize it showed up like that. Good night, Juices from Fizzy's.
Yeah.
He says bleh, as if that is a statement. Alright, let's see. Is there anybody I can raid? I will raid oh, there's like a bunch of different people on today. I'll raid Buttercup this time. Why did it keep the thing go closed? But yeah, I raid Buttercup. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this very weird raid, like very weird stream today. I don't know what to say about it, honestly. I would have started earlier, but I am a silly goose, and you know, here we go, I guess. But yeah, bled to you too is what Fizzy says. Yeah, yeah, he's not doing great over there. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed silly little stream tonight. Happy New Year, everybody. I will be back on my birthday. That's when well, not really. I think I'll be back Tuesday and then be back for my birthday. But yeah, so have a good night, everybody. I hope everybody gets sleeps and food and warmth and whatever else they need tonight. But yeah, bye, everybody. Yep. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, JJ Rocket. But yeah, bye, everybody. Happy New Year. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 Happy New Year. Bye. You took too long. Now you